Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl B-Marshe. Welcome back to my channel, and this is my review for Real Housewives of Potomac. Yes, I am in my pajamas tonight. Yes, it is really late in Houston, but we're gonna get this review started, okay? But before we get into the review, don't forget to like the video. Yes, like the video. Comment in the comment section and subscribe to the channel if it's your first time coming here. Then welcome if it's your second or third time. And girl, welcome back. Let's get into the video. Okay. All right, so the show opens up and we see the girls are at breakfast, and Mia is telling Giselle, we get a little flashback, that Karen was hurt about her comment of saying that she was a what'd you call her, a tyrant, or what was it, a tool, a troll. There we go, a troll. Girl, I couldn't remember for a second. A troll. She called her a troll, and I was kind of like, Mia, why are you telling Giselle this? You know they got issues, so you're gonna just keep the issues going between Karen and Giselle, and you're gonna just keep the, aren't you Giselle? You know what? Mia thought this whole episode there's a lot of back and forth between the two of them, and it's kind of make me side-eye Mia real quick, like, see, I was liking you, but now I'm starting to side-eye you, like, okay. Mia. Anywho, all the girls get there, and you know, Wendy come in there showing that body, yada yada, like, honey, if you don't like it, I'm going to show it even more. And Karen gave me my confidence back, and yes, I am a grown woman, okay, so I don't need your approval for anything. I'm like, thank you, Wendy, you are grown. Wear what you want to wear, child. Do what you need to do to feel good about yourself, girl. Well, they're all talking, you know, and they're catching up with the girls about, do they like their cabin? That be his cabin. Giselle tells Robin that they need to go have a business conversation. I'm like, business? What kind of business y'all got together? What business conversation you trying to have with her? So while they scurry on off to have their business conversation, Karen expresses to Candace how she didn't like how Giselle was coming at her during the dinner about her marriage. And Candace hops in her confessional. She was like, look, I have found out that Giselle can only have so much couth about herself throughout so many times of the day. So I'm just gonna say, just let it go by and give it a pass. And I was kind of like, you know what? I am just starting to like Candace a little bit. And I really don't like her, but her confessionals are getting me like, thank you, Candace. She's actually speaking with knowledge, and she's speaking with some sense. And it's kind of like, she's the only person that got sense in this room. Jesus Christ. Lord, where have we come to? But she did tell us that you know, Candace ain't, not Candace, Giselle ain't got no couth about herself. Speaking of Giselle, we hop over to what Giselle pulled Robin to the side about, and she basically pulled her to the side to give her the tough love about the fact that she's sleeping in the bed all day and she ain't got no motivation about herself and all these things. And I'm just sitting here thinking, Giselle and Juan both have failed Robin. She is literally telling y'all she ain't got no motivation, she can't get out of bed. She is basically doing all the signs of someone who is depressed. I don't know if that's true, honey. I ain't got no degree. When I went to school, honey, I went to school for fashion merchandising, not to go to school for psychiatry. But she sounded like she's depressed to me. And instead of y'all saying, Robin, the best thing for you to do is to find you a counselor, someone to talk to see why you're going through these seasonal depressions. Why are you not want to get out of bed? Why you don't have any motivation about yourself? What is going on? The real root of the problem of why you don't want to get out of the bed. But no, y'all give her this tough love that y'all call tough love and I call BS, and that you're doing to her. And it ain't, to me, it ain't helping. It's really just you redefining what she just basically telling you, and you're just saying in a more aggressive way. Because she's like, well, no man gonna want to marry somebody who can't want to get out of bed in the morning. She knows that. She knows what she's dealing with Juan, and Juan is not attractive and saying those things like that. And it's coming at her, and she understands, and she needs to get out of bed, but she don't need y'all to just keep telling her that. She needs her friend to actually give her some real advice. And the advice is go find you a counselor. But that's not what Giselle does. And then Robin lets us know, and Giselle, even she has She's afraid of failure. She's afraid that she's going to fail in her business, kind of like previously with the money and with Juan, how her story got started. And she's afraid that's going to happen again. And that's why she hasn't really been taking her business serious, because she's afraid to become a mogul. She's afraid to become big, because if you go all the way to the top, it's easy to fall. And which is true, but you can't get to the top if you don't take any risk. So she says that she's been having business come at her. She even had TJ Maxx, Macy's asking her about her brand. So this brand, these hats, can become bigger, but she is not putting any stock into her business because she's too afraid to take those risks, which is sad, because you can become way bigger and you can really put yourself and your children in a better financial situation if you just take a little bit more risk. But because you are someone who lacks motivation, this all stems back to the fact that you need to go to some counseling to get yourself some help so you can get the motivation to get your business where it needs to be, because you ain't in the right mindset to do that. And so I think that's what she needs to do, is go get her some counseling, some real counseling. And Giselle ain't the person she needs to talk to about it, because she hate her and she don't know how to have any sympathy for anybody, not even including her own children. So I don't think that she's the person that she should be talking to. Okay, let's move over. The girls go outside, do their little water exercise. Giselle talk about, that's how she do her body, yaddy yaddy. She got it from water exercise, which I would tell y'all, water exercise is the best way to go. We used to have a pool in the backyard, and we just closed it up. And I kind of miss it now, because I'm like, damn it, I wish we still had the pool, but it was just too expensive to do it because it got messed up. And I was like, I wish we get the pool again, because water exercising is so good, and it really is a great exercise. It could get you to the body that you want way faster if you basically swim every day. But that's what they're doing in the pool. Everybody is in the pool except for Karen and Mia. Karen can't mess up that wig, honey. She got last until she goes to Karen, what is it called? Serving County, or wherever she's from. She's getting inducted into the thing. Anyway, Ashley shows up. So Ashley's there. And she goes over to Karen and she's like, oh, hey, girl, hey. And she tells us that, she had got her placenta turned into peels. Yeah, that she got enough money to do that. I didn't even know that you could do that. I thought you just cook it and you just eat it, because I just seen that happen, and that just seemed nasty to me. But I guess the peel form seems a little bit more appealing, and I would see you doing that, but I still can't see myself eating a placenta. That just sounds so nasty. Anywho, she says that it's helping with her emotions, supposed to help with her postpartum. So she seems like she's in a much better place. So I'm guessing maybe eating your placenta might help with postpartum. I guess so. I don't know. If there's any scientific proof to that. Anyway, she asked Karen what she missed. And Karen says basically she got on her Wonder Woman suit because she survived Giselle, and Giselle was coming for everybody. She came for Candace's marriage. She came for mine. She came for Wendy a lot. And yeah, she's like, I don't believe you. Not Giselle. I know Giselle. Why should she act like Giselle some sweetheart? She not. Ain't nothing about Giselle sweet. As she's saying that, Karen has a tendency to, she's truthful, but when it comes to Giselle, she has a tendency to lie or over-exaggerate. And so I honestly think that she lying. And so, fine, she gonna talk to Giselle. And she does. She pulled Giselle to the side and she asked her what was going on with the girls, because she said that, Karen said that she would come for everybody. And she said, I wasn't coming for everybody like that. I asked some questions, that. But with the whole Winnie situation, her basically how she's dressing and how I think that she really ain't got no substance now by herself. And Ashley's like, well, yeah, she did kind of really go down our throats with those whole 6 degrees, which she did. I ain't gonna lie, she did. She was down everybody's throats that she is Doc Zoendy, and she got 6 degrees, honey. Honey, I got 2 degrees and I mean nothing. But okay. So she's like, yeah, she's trying to change. Her personality has changed, and I think this has something to do with the blog thing. She bring up the blog again. And she thinks that, maybe the whole blog, and we should talk to her about it, about her and this whole, maybe she's changing, being more sexy. So these whole blog rumors is like, oh, me and him are fine, and da-da-da-da. And Ashley's like, well, yeah, I really appreciate it when Giselle and Candace came to me about the blog situation with my husband. Here's the difference, Ashley. So when your husband's name was in the blogs, those things were actually true, and people had proof that he really did do those things that he did. Wendy's husband, this whole little blog scandal-ish thing, it hasn't really got no weight to it. It's like, what, 2 bloggers saying it, but there ain't no proof, there ain't nothing. So why are we even talking about it? It's not big, it's not on the big blogs. This is just small 2 blogs that people said it, and it was kind of like there and gone the next day. Your husband stuff was in the blogs for a minute, and there was lots of proof that he was doing what the blogs were saying he was doing. So this ain't the same. This is totally 2 different things. These are 2 truthful and false situations that we probably shouldn't even be talking about. But okay, we gotta show the mix, so we're gonna go ahead and press that issue. Let's move over to the lunch. So the girls get out the pool, they all get ready, they go to lunch. Robin's gonna be late to lunch because she gotta work. She actually is working, which is good. So they all sit down, you know, and I think as she talks to Skyla about, you know, how it was, you know, Skyla's like, oh, you know, last night was crazy. I was like in the middle and they were like going back and forth. You know, she knew she ain't used to all this yet. And so that's when I think it was Giselle brings up to Wendy that she heard that she had an issue with her. Oh, I forgot. Because when Ashley was sitting there talking to Karen, Karen told Ashley that what Giselle said last night hurt Wendy's feelings so bad that she started crying to her that morning and she had to console her. And then, you know, Ashley told that to Giselle, and then Giselle bring that to Wendy at the lunch table. Okay, now we all caught up. So she's like, I heard that you were offended by what I said last night. And that's when Wendy gets into it like, yeah, I was offended. Like, you told me I had no substance about myself. And that really hurt my feelings because, you know, I'm this person and now I'm dressing a certain way. Now you say I don't have any substance about myself. And that's really hurtful. And it's really, you know, unfortunate that you think of me that way, that I have no substance. And Giselle is trying to, you know, give us some BS apology. She gave her an apology, but Wendy even said this was some BS apology. She just apologized just to shut you up, basically. And Robin shows up, you know, they're all talking about it, and Ashley brings up the fact that, I don't think that she meant it that way. Ashley, how are you saying how you know what Giselle meant? And you wasn't even there last night at dinner. You were at home breastfeeding. So what are you talking about? You didn't know she mean it that way. Girl, you wasn't there. This was your time to sit back, relax, and eat your food. Robin's there. And, you know, Robin's always trying to give her 2 cents and try to take up for her sister child. And I was sitting there looking like, Robin, again. This is when she's talking to Giselle about the situation, how Giselle made her feel. And that comment she said, because she did say she had no substance about herself. Then Mia pops up. And Mia is like, well, I forgot what it was. It was like something about how, you know, dressing a certain way. And, Mia said the girls are talking and they're saying, you know, you walking around here with like your bikini. They're talking about that top that she wore with the sweatpants on the bus, all out, and you know, we're on a girl trip. We all need to see that. And she was like, well, I got it from Zora. Well, honey, they have outfits at Victoria's Secret. Doesn't mean that we all gonna wear them. And Wendy says, look here, I don't judge you about the fact that you used to be a stripper. And she was like, I was not a stripper. I was how'd she put it? A waiter at a 5-star restaurant where we wore ball gowns. And we're like, didn't you take your clothes off for money? Yes, we took our clothes off for money, but I was not a stripper. You were a high-class stripper, okay? Either way it go, you took your clothes off for some money. You had to show your goodies, honey, to get some coinage. So you were a stripper. Just call a spade, honey. If it quack like a duck, it look like a duck, honey, it's a duck, okay? You were a stripper. It is what it is. Just own it and go on with it. It's okay to be a stripper. Who cares? There's a lot of girls out here strippers. You know, you're a stripper, not as exotic dancer. You are a stripper. Honey, trying to change your mouths. I was at a 5-star restaurant where we walked around in ball gowns. But you know, sometimes they want me to take my clothes off. So obviously you're taking your clothes off for money. So obviously you were a stripper. bare. She had to strip down to nothing to get the money. Mia and these semantics, it's really getting up her nerves, girl. But when he says, whatever, I didn't judge the lifestyle that you were having. And Giselle pops up and is like, what you trying to say, you know, judging her lifestyle, that she can't have opinion on it, that you changing now? And she's like, it's hard. Wendy said this whole time trying to re-explain herself about how she can dress how she wants to dress, and it doesn't take away from the fact that she still has 5 or 6, 17,000 degrees, and she's still on CNN, and she's still doing these amazing things. It doesn't take away from the fact of who she is as a person because of how she's dressing on the outside right now. Okay? Then Giselle tells her that it's not that, it's how her personality. Her personality has changed. And then she's like, you talk to me, you're talking to us like you're on CNN and you're a commentator. And so, you know, she gets into her phone and she's like on her phone. And when Robin pops up and was like, you're not even listening to her. Like, you're on your phone. Like, and it was kind of like, Robin, she a grown woman. If Wendy wants to get on her phone and not listen to shit that Giselle says, she's grown. She doesn't have to listen to anything Giselle says. Giselle ain't nobody. Who is she? Nobody. I don't have to listen to her. I don't have to take any of her issues that she has with me. I don't have to listen to it. I don't have to sit here and engage in it because that's her problems. That's her problem. So finally, Giselle was like, well, I guess that we're just going to keep our opinions to ourselves. Thank you. You should do it from the very beginning because nobody asked for it. And then they get up and Giselle and Ashley walk off together. Again, Candace did me another favor, because in her confessional, she was like, I cannot sit here and say, if we gonna compare fashion sense, Giselle should be the last person, okay? She's gonna be underneath the jailhouse, honey, sentenced to life, because them fashion senses are not what's up. Thank you. Somebody said it. Because the Justin over there looking extra casual. Everybody else actually got dressed this morning. And it's kind of like, you the most tacky one here talking about how somebody needs to dress. Girl. Anywho, like I was saying, Giselle pulls Ashley to the side talking about Wendy being extra defensive. You would be too when you came at someone last night and now you're coming at them again this afternoon. And it's kind of, it's getting to a point where it's boiling up. And honey, that pot about to boil over. And so she told Ashley that she thinks that she should talk to Wendy about the whole, you know, rumor about Eddie thing. It may become better from her. It would come better from neither one of y'all if y'all just stop talking about it. Like, there's no point in talking about it. So they get back to the house, you know, the whiskey tasting happening. Then during the whiskey taste, you know, Robin over there drinking extra heavy. She was like, take them, okay? Back to back to back. So she feeling real good about herself. And so as she pulls Wendy to the side, because she said she about to go, so she gonna pull Wendy to the side. She pulled Wendy to the side and she basically tells her, so I was talking to Giselle, and so Giselle and me heard about the rumors, so we feel like maybe the reason why you're dressing the way you're dressing is because of the rumors, these false rumors about Eddie in the blogs. And was like, hold on, I'm gonna stop you right there. Quick. You coming to me about some rumors in the blogs about my husband? Why? Like, she was really pissed. Like, she even says, now I'm seeing your character. Like, Ash, like, I don't know why you're taking it in such a, you know, a bad way. It's not horrible. It's not a bad way to take it. You know, it's not bad. You know, we know it's not true. If it's not true, then why are you bringing it to me? If it's false, why are you bringing it to me? So she said, oh, so Giselle says this. Okay, cool. So Giselle talked to you about this, but she didn't talk to me about this. Well, maybe she thought that she would get it better from me because you know how you were feeling some type of way, Eric. She didn't know I felt that way about the whole Sustin comment until this morning when I told her. So she could have talked to me about this last night when I was sitting in the table at the dinner table with her. But she didn't bring it up. But she talked to y'all about it. Okay, cool. So I see Giselle really is the person everybody says she is. She really is the devil. And she's like, well, I don't know about that. She said, okay, cool. So she got up, She walked right back into that room. The girls all having fun, twerking. And Wendy said, I want to just address, since we twerking, let's talk about something. I heard there's some people talking about my husband, about these rumors in the blogs. Was you were bringing it up to people? She's talking to Giselle. She's like, me? Did Ashley tell you that? She said, Ashley told me that she talked to you and you were telling someone about the rumors in the blog. I don't know who it was. Was it you? She went around the whole room. Was it you? Skylar, Candace, Mia. They're like, no. Karen, no. Robin, I know what you're talking about. Bitch, you mean you don't know what she's talking about? You were sitting there last night with her talking about it with Giselle. So how come, Robin, you got amnesia all of a sudden? Really? You got amnesia. You don't know what she's talking about. So, Wendy said, okay, cool. I'm putting your ass on notice. She tell it to Giselle. Me on notice. You don't come and play with my husband. That's what we not gonna do, okay? We don't play with my husband, all right? So these whole rumors, well, we all said the rumors were false. I don't care. F these cameras, I will, yo, okay? We don't play with my husband. Talking to Giselle again. Well, you're coming at me like that? Like, what was said? This is Robin popping up. What was said? Well, what was said that you got out here that's so offensive? Like, what was said? It don't matter what was said, because don't worry, Tweedledum, talking about Ashley and Giselle, because they always love spreading gossip, are going to tell you, because I'm pretty sure they will. Well, if you don't want to come up to the whole group talking about, I got announcements to make, and y'all don't play with my husband. I always want to know what was said. You know what was said, Robin. Why are you acting dumb? You know what was said. You were sitting right there when she said it. So what are you talking about? She talked to you twice about it. So why now are you playing dumb? So Wendy told her to F herself, talking to Robin. And Robin pulls oh, that's that girl from Basketball Wives there, patting her cuckoo. And I was like, why you over there patting your cuckoo, girl? So she told her, I don't want to talk to no one that ain't got a real relationship. I don't know who she was talking to. I think she was talking to Robin. They were like, ain't got no real relationship. I don't know, you can't say she ain't got no real relationship, but she don't. And she literally got up and she was like, look, I'm putting your ass on notice. I'm not. So Giselle the whole time is real quiet. She didn't really say too much. She playing it real cool. I can tell she might be a little nervous, but she playing it real cool on the outside. But on the inside, I don't think she all that cool. And so she tells Giselle, the reason why you act the way you act and everything happens to you the way that are happening to you in your life right now is because how you treat other people. Basically, God is punishing you for the way you treat others. And I hope he still punishes you. That's kind of what she was basically saying. Like, honey, I hope you get everything you deserve in life, because obviously you're a horrible human being and you don't deserve anything great. And then she came back to the table and they were all still talking, and they were like, ooh, because even Candace was like, what? Ashley, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave right now. So Ashley gets her butt up, go into the kitchen, get her milk and stuff. And Candace come in the kitchen and was like, why would you do that? I have never brought blog BS to you. And I said, but you condoned it, like you fed into it. She's like, that's not the point. The point is you brought your butt in here, drop some tea, and then hop your ass in the car. That's what you do. So why don't you take your milk and scoot your ass on out of here? Because that's what she did. She literally went in the house, got some tea, dropped some hot tea, and then skedaddled. That's what Ashley did. She carried that bone real hard and then left when everything blew up. That wasn't how it was supposed to go. Ashley, get your butt in the car and go home. That's what you do. Because I was so here with Candace. Like, why would you do that? You came here and ruined this whole weekend on some BS. So Wendy goes back into the room and she sits down and she basically tells Robin that she's miserable. And not Robin, she told Robin she was somewhat miserable too. But she tells Giselle that you are a type of woman who let a man come into your life, cheat on you, have babies on you, bring this man into your home with your children, and then let him play you all about in the streets. That's the kind of woman you are. And I was like, who's she talking about? She's talking about Jamal. So you know he a dog. You know he's a dog, but you condone his BS and you let him play you like that. You know. And Rennie was like, that's some truth for your ass, okay? Since you're over here fanning some false lies, that's my dryer. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you some true tea. Some true tea is that Jamal ain't, okay? Fill in the blanks. He ain't nothing, okay? And you over here condoning all this relationship with him, this fake relationship that you trying to be with him, and he ain't nothing. He also got tax issues, by the way, for Karen. He got tax issues too. Just like Robin had tax issues. So you with this man who ain't got nothing good about himself, but you let her go around talk about how much he your man, how much you love him, and all this BS stuff like that. And he was a cheater, punk, and eater. He's still a cheater, punk, and eater. Probably got a baby on the way. You know, that's on some true facts for your ass. That's the kind of woman you are, that you condone. So it was some hot stuff, y'all. It got real heated. I got to a point where Wendy was like, F these cameras. I was like, oh, not F these cameras, bitch. Not the fourth wall breakdown. She was real serious. I think she was really, really serious to the point where she was really gonna snatch up Giselle. And Giselle sit there cool and calm and collected. But I was really, here for Wendy telling them off, because Giselle needed it. She needed to be told off on what she does, because this whole thing with, Eddie and this whole cheating rumors, there is nothing connected to the fact that she's dressing sexy now to Eddie cheating on her. That don't even make sense. Why would I do that? That don't make sense. I'm gonna be extra sexy now, so that way y'all don't get the rumors. And in the confessional, Karen said, we all knew about the Eddie rumors, but Giselle was the only one that actually talked about it. So everybody knows about these rumors, but you're the only person willing enough to carry that bone, because you're just like Sheree from Real Housewives of Atlanta. You carry the bone. That's what you do. You carry the bone. Ashley helps you carry the bone. She extra messy. And then you got your lapdog Robin over there is gonna soak up anything you say, because she has nothing going on with herself. That's the only things keeping her going is, being Giselle's lapdog. It would be so great. I would like Robin so much more if she had a brain of her own. Like, some things do not require you to. She has defended Giselle these last few episodes. It's to the point where now it's exhausting. Like, I'm so sick of her defending her. And it's kind of like, girl, what is it? What does she have on you that you are so extra on her side? Like, is it that one time that she wasn't on her side and she pulled you and she checked you about it, and now you're like, I'm gonna just be on your side for every little thing. I have no opinion of my own. You knew. You kept saying, oh, what was the rumors? It must be, like, she's trying to say it must be true because you're being so defensive about it, but she didn't say that. But I'm sitting here like, if this was Juan and somebody brought this up in the group, you will be highly pissed about it. You'll be so mad about it. So let's not sit here and act like the tables were turned, that you wouldn't be just as mad as Wendy is. Now, Wendy could have not gone extra far. She could have pulled back a little bit, but it's been over those last few days. Y'all have come at her about her clothing. You have come at her left and right. Like, you have come at her 2 days in a row. And now to turn around to finally be like, damn, now this, I'll be mad too. Ain't no Karen's the only one that's been helping her, and you mad at her about that too. Like, you mad at the fact that Karen and her are friends, because she said at the table at lunch, it was like, Karen was the only one that gave me like some confidence and was pouring positivity into me like my friends are supposed to, not this negative stuff that y'all doing. Y'all are so negative, and I'm so sick of the Green Eye Bandits. Like, I just want an episode without them, because they have gotten on my nerves. Don't get me wrong, they make great television. Like, I would have nothing to talk about if they weren't there, but it's like to the point now, it's like, it seems like some colorism-ish because y'all keep coming at this beautiful black woman, these three light-skinned bandits come at this beautiful black woman about how she dresses. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. That's all I got, okay? I ain't got no more, honey. Don't forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. I should see you guys for another review. Have a good night, y'all, or a very good morning. All right, bye. Love ya.